Hi, this is my review of the trilogy The Lord of the Rings, and I'm gonna answer some questions now. 1. How can the concept of Eucatastrophe be seen on Tolkien's masterpiece, mentioning parts of the film? I'm looking at my notebook, and if I'm looking at the air, I'm looking at it, and I'm also gonna look if I forgot some words and stuff, but let's go. Eucatastrophe, it's a term created by the author Tolkien. So it's a great and desired turnaround in the end of the film that it's gonna to guarantee a good end when everything looks bad. The catastrophe can be seen on the scene of the film, the last film, the Return of the King, when Smeagol and Frodo are fighting at I forgot the name, let me see here, the Mount Down in Mordor, and they're fighting for the ring. In that scene, when Frodo is ready to destroy the ring, to destroy the evil, and he's there with his friend Sam, and he's taken by the temptation of the evil, and he takes the ring for himself and don't destroy him. When Sam alerts him to not to do that, but he does that anyway, and Smeagol appears and fights with him, bites his finger, takes his finger away, and takes the ring for him. So Frodo doesn't give up and attacks him back, and they both fall. But only Smeagol is the one who gets, let me see here, it's knocked out of the cliff, and he falls, and the ring is consequently destroyed too, and the protagonist is alive, the evil has been destroyed, and everything now it's okay. So that's the catastrophe I could see on this scene. So it's that. Second question. The civilizational character of Christianity has built the whole Western culture, preserving the legacy of Greek and Roman empires. Point elements presented in Lord of the Rings converging to priest Paulo Ricardo's lecture regarding that fact. Christian culture is a strong factor in the values of the Western society, but especially in the life of the author Tolkien, because he was not raised but orientated by a priest. His mother was Christian, he was too, his whole family followed those principles, and and despite those elements are not strictly seen as the real concrete concept of Christianism, there is aura, there is a speed of that really subjective on the whole aura of the film. So these elements can be seen, for example, in Frodo, Gandalf, and Aragorn. Frodo can be seen as the priest, the one who offers his help against the evil for the others, how we could have seen in the video of the priest Paulo Ricardo. And we can see too also a prophet who's Gandalf. He's wise and he gives advice for the others, and the king Aragorn. Also, those three characters, they have died and relived in some way, symbolizing the resurrection of Christ. And for last, the ring is clearly the representation of man's temptation, right? So all the characters, they fight struggling in all the narrative to not use the ring like if it was a sin, right? And those are the elements that remember of the Christianity character in the whole narrative that I could see. So, 30 and last question. As an experience, how has Lord of the Rings influenced your thoughts of what is a good history to be told? And finish giving your personal ideas about the films. So, I speak a lot, so I can avoid that. So, The Lord of the Rings is a plot that managed to keep the viewer and the reader really attentive and involved in all times of the narrative by the structure of storytelling, the journal of the hero, a term created by Joseph Campbell that is a way to tell the history when you transform a simple protagonist into a great hero, in this case Frodo. So he's there living his normal life in his house, and he's taken out of his house for some big reason, and he has to in France there's this word exists, I don't know. Well, he goes through all these challenges and adventures that are gonna transform him in a hero in the end of the film, and that lets the viewer really attempt all the times in the whole narrative. Besides that, there is also the archetypes of the characters, like Gandalf, who is, I forgot, the elder hero, the hero who is Frodo, and his brave escudo, como fala? And his faithful squire Sam and his other allies. Those elements, those archetypes contribute to a good base of the storytelling too. And finally, there is also the political discussion about the destruction of the environment because of the corruption and greed of men, right? In this case, Saruman, who destroys all the trees of Isengard to build his army of orcs. And about my personal ideas of the film, the thing that most pleased me was the fact that the little hobbits, those who are not seen on the social environment of the film, are the ones who are the protagonists, and they can show their valor, and they end as heroes when everyone curves to them in the end of the film, besides their tamanho, despite their little size, right? And I really liked that. And also the graphic effects of the film, I like it a lot, and all the complexity of the history, all the elements and stuff, I really enjoy it. And was that, like 9 hours of film, almost 10, but you could just be there seeing. You can stop seeing that because it really gets you involved into the history. That's really hard to construct that, and that's why it's so famous and all. So that was it. That was my movie review of the film. Hope you guys enjoy it. Bye.